Preparation is key. I always feel better when attempting to try something new to make sure everything is prepared beforehand. So what I've done is I have clamped my little mini workbench vise to this end of my main workbench, because then I can clamp a violin plate in the end of it and then support it on this stool. Originally, I was going to try to support it on my regular stools, but they're just too short. This I had bought a long time ago, but found that it was a bit too tall to actually use in my work room, and so I put it in my back shed. But I put this plate in the vise there and saw that I needed at least 36 inches from the floor to the supporting surface. And luckily this stool at its height is this high. I don't even know, it's probably around 36 inches. I removed the back. There's a little back that for this stool, and so that this will work fine, I believe. And so I have clamped one of the plates in here, and it's nice and solid, sitting on top of the stool. Because I saw that this is kind of how Lucas Fabro has supported his plates when he does the jointing. So that situation is taken care of. And then the other thing that I did this morning was to find a new box, nice sturdy box to keep my sharpening stones in, so I could always have it underwater. And so I found this old Tupperware here and put the cover on so that I could always keep my sharpening stone in water. So I have on the left the sharpening stone that has two sides to it. I forget what the grit is, but your regular, I don't know, 600 grit or whatever, and then on the other side a fine grit. And also a sharpening stone, or the stone that you use to flatten, a flattening stone. I'm not sure what they call it. So this is what you use to flatten your sharpening stones. So this coarse side does the initial flattening, and then this side does the fine tuning. And this is the stone that I have. This is the fine side, and this is the 600 grit or whatever it is, 800 or 600. Okay, and then I have various. So I found this Tupperware that has a nice tight lid on it that I could always keep this in, so the water won't slosh around. And then I have various things. So this is the holder that came with the stone, and I have some leather honing pieces. I also had bought a while ago these diamond stones, so I have an extra fine and an extra fine diamond stone. And then my oldest, here's another honing tool. But my oldest sharpening things were these. This is the medium, and then I have a green one that's the fine, which I used to use before I got anything else. So I just keep those on the side, and I will always have this. This is a nice easy storage. Just got it at Home Depot today, but it's nice, thick walls, good fastening lid. Before I used to just have a cheap Sterlite container, which was okay, but it was kind of flimsy. So the next thing I'm going to do is reteach myself how to take this plane apart. So I'm going to be figuring out how to sharpen the plane blades on this Stanley Sweetheart, whatever number this is, I forget, 6.5 or something. And then this small bench plane. This is I think it was a Lee Niels, Veritas. It's a Veritas. So these are my two somewhat good planes, but I still need to learn how to use them and set the blades right. So that's what I'll be doing next, is taking these apart and figuring out how to sharpen the blades and how to put it back together and set the blades. Alrighty, so this is exciting. And then I'll do practice probably on some scrap wood first before I actually attempt to joint the actual, I have the spruce. I figured out the spruce plate will be just long enough. This is the maple one, but the spruce plate will be just long enough actually for the Guarneri Plowden form. So I can use that. All right, this is kind of exciting. It feels good to be back in the workshop again, actually doing something constructive.